What's the deal, Pickles, and welcome back. Today we're going to be working on putting that, you in the way, that Ninja motor into here. Going to be doing the mounts and everything, so that being said, let's get after it.
How are we going to get this thing in there?
I got an idea. Here we go. All right, ready? Yeah. All right, ready? Right, and
1, 2.
that's probably not a great idea.
Let's do it anyway.
3. All right. She is in there like swimwear. Okay.
We got the motor in there. Now we got to put a sprocket on the rear end so we can get both sprockets lined up laser straight. So guess what we get to do? Take everything back apart we've already put together.
Do we have to?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Really? You can't find good help. Now we're putting lock collars on. Go ahead and get as much on here as we can so we don't have to take it back apart, because I don't want to do this again.
No. Paint what we can around it.
I'm good with that. I mean, everybody knows this thing ain't winning no beauty contest.
No. What is a sprocket? It's huge.
It's huge.
I want to tell you something about this sprocket. It's a great sprocket. It's very big, very large. It's huge.
Yep, looks good to me.
We're still figuring out our brake situation. We know we're going to use the stock front brake setup off of the, was that a scrambler? Is that what that was?
Some type of Polaris 4-wheel.
Some old Polaris 4-wheel.
It was so dilapidated, I really couldn't.
Yeah. It was either a scrambler or there's another one. They had a billion different names for basically the same 4-wheel.
Nor did we care what it was.
Not at all.
It was parts as far as we was concerned.
Yeah, it was a Pep Boys on wheels. But the front setup on that 4-wheeler has disc brakes already on it, and it was already plumbed and all that. We've just got to redo the controller part of it. It has disc brakes up front. We're going to run a disc brake in the back. Do you want to run a ripstick? Because I kind of want to run a ripstick.
That'd be kind of cool.
They're kind of pricey, but oh man, just drifty. Yank, drift. Go. Or stop.
Yeah.
Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Baller 180s, just yanking, spin.
Yeah, you do a 180. I'm not doing it. I'm going to see my own tail lights.
I think we've got it figured out for the engine mounts.
We're going to raise the motor up because the oil pan was lower than the frame, and I do not want to bust the oil pan on a rock or a stump or whatever we may run over.
Whatever can possibly bust that oil pan, we're probably going to find it. We'll get it figured out, but we'll see in a minute.
Okay, what we're in the process of doing right now is making the motor mounts. We're going to raise the motor up some so the oil pan isn't so low to the ground. Got a square tube over there on the chop box right now.
All right, well, we got her back in there. Pulling our hair out, trying to figure out how we're going to, make tabs and all that to mount this motor in. John brought up a good point. We could just pull the motor off of the existing frame that we had just cut off when we took the motor out. So to make it a lot simpler, we're just welding that frame in place. We've got these square tube supports that go right up under that frame. We're just going to weld those in place, weld these in place on both sides. And if we ever have to pull this motor out, we'll just take the existing motor mount bolts out and pull the motor. That's what, the third time we've took it out in the last 2 hours.
Yeah. Final couple times we're going to have to get in there.
Oh man, I hope so. Well, I think we're on the home stretch now. We're going to weld this bad boy, well, we're going to tack it in place first, but we'll get this.
Okay, to make this thing a little bit faster, we're gonna speed through the whole process. You don't need to watch paint dry or get sprayed on. Me and Colin are both gonna spray it with cans at the same time.
Reload. John has mastered the fine art of not masking and somehow not screwing up. I don't know how he does it.
And I don't care.
That too.
That helps.
It's like how's the old philosophy? Every vehicle is an off-road vehicle if you don't care.
Yep.
Let's see how this comes out. See, look at this. Look at this. Minimal overspray. And when I say minimal, I mean not enough for us to care.
For something we're going to run through the woods, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, really.
It'd be like the time I really mess up while your camera's on it.
Right?
Get it all over something.
I mean, really, it's the junk pile CrossKart.
Yeah.
I mean, this was literally built from crap that I had laying around.
Yeah, between my backyard and your backyard, where this thing came from.
Yeah, pretty much. John.
What's up?
Just look at how pretty it is, man. Of course, we still got a lot of stuff to do, but we went ahead and painted the frame just because there was so much bare metal on it. We were worried about it rusting. Safety Red. What is this, Rustoleum Safety Red?
Yeah.
This is some solid paint right here, and it laid so good on this frame. It just, the whole thing just ties together now. And then it's just that black front end. That, and then we get the black A-arms going back here. That's going to look so good. If you ever need wrenches painted, I know a guy.
Bang. Can't have nice things.
That's why I don't take you places. We painted the CrossKart. I know we're a couple steps ahead of ourselves here, but it needed to be done. This thing was starting to rust.
I couldn't stand it no more. It needed a little rattle can in its life.
We've still got a bunch of things we need to do. We've still got to mount the seat. We've still got to do the exhaust. We're going to actually have a muffler shop here in town do the exhaust for us, make it a real nice clean exhaust that will actually function, because we're used to like mini bikes.
Yeah, I'm not an exhaust person, so being in the exhaust, we could probably do it, but I'm gonna let somebody else do it because it's gonna be a finished product.
True. We told you from the start this was gonna take a while. On top of our day jobs, we've got side projects going on. John's got a bike, I've got a bike that I've been working on, so we're gonna try and sneak those videos in too here pretty soon. We have a review coming up that we're really looking forward to.
Yeah, I got me a new toy.
Yeah, he got a new toy.
A street legal toy, matter of fact.
Street legal. I mean, we have rode on the road before, but
legally this time.
Yeah, this time it's legal. So, but if you haven't already, you can like and subscribe. Make sure you use the links in the description to pick up a t-shirt from Mini Bike Apparel or a RattleCan Customs t-shirt from Stover Customs, much like this one right here. And until next time, y'all get up, get out there, get after it. Eventually, we're going to have to get that right. Get that right. Eventually.
Which part?
The get after it part. Eventually, we'll get our time right. I heard what you did. You stay over there.